PhD in biochemistry and molecular biology from the Universidad de Madrid. And she is an independent director of the board of Everest and member of the advisory board of University. And she is also a member of the Women in Leadership Committee of the American Chamber of Commerce in Madrid. Ms. Zulueta, thank you very much for your keynote speech, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Santiago. Rector, faculty, staff, family, parents, authorities, good morning. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here with you today on this amazing campus. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to tell you a personal story, my personal story. Let me start by introducing myself, and the best thing I can do is to show you a sizzle video of 3 minutes of my company is all about, Warner Brothers. Esta no es la música. No tiene nada que ver, la compañía americana. Sorry, you know, this is not the music. And what we do is we take almost all the properties that you've seen, TV series, brands, animation, you know, movies, from old movies to new movies, and we translate that into products. And just to illustrate a couple of things, we touch every single category, you know, from branded food and beverage to promotional licensing with companies such as McDonald's with a Happy Meal, with toys, apparel accessories, retailers, whatever you can think that is not a DVD or a game, this is our responsibility. Theme parks, as well as commercials with key companies across the world. So, my region and our division, it's a company, it's a global company, as you know, and have more than 37 offices. Under my remit, under my holds 22 offices out of the whole world. My responsibility is Europe, Middle East, and Africa. We have 5 own offices in Milan, in Paris, Hamburg, and in Madrid, and the UK. Headquarters of the regions are in the UK. And my boss sits at the studio in Bergamo. And I'm telling you all this because I'm going to illustrate the things that you need to succeed, the tools and the principles that you need to succeed in your career from a personal perspective and from a professional perspective. So out of the rest of the offices, the five offices are Warner Brothers, the rest of the offices, are agents. And we have agents such as Israel, Turkey, Greece, Romania, Ukraine, Russia, a long list of, among others, a long list of companies. So, this is what I do for a living now, and I'm going to start from the beginning. This is what I study. I study biochemistry and molecular biology. 3 years in Santiago Compostela, in the north of Spain, and a small village, and then the rest of my career in Madrid at Universidad Autónoma de Madrid. When I finished my career, what I did is I found a job working in a hospital, Fundación Jiménez Díaz, and I was working as an intern in the lipid lab. I was doing research on cholesterol, and I was also doing clinical trials for a huge pharmaceutical company that was the one that was paying me very little money. So during the summer times, because I wanted to grow and I wanted to go to the next level, I went to Harvard Summer School, 2 years, 2 summers. One of them I studied neurobiology, and the second year they teach me how to use an electronic microscope. So what happened there is that I wasn't, very satisfied with my job. I'm very clumsy with my hands, and believe me, it was really scary because all the blood from the hospital ended up in our department, and I couldn't manage that properly. Also, I'm a social person. I like to reach out. I like to, be together with people. And my job was a very isolated job. So it wasn't for myself, but I wasn't so sure that I needed to do the transition. So what I did, because I wasn't sure, I studied an MBA at IE, the business school, for 1.5 years during the evenings. And let me tell you, that changed my life. It helped me to the transition from a very scientific career into the corporate world. And you know what? Now that I did that, I feel very happy about that. So that's what I'm so proud to be part of this institution today, because it changed my life completely. So from there, when I ended my MBA, one of my professors that was teaching marketing opened up a position in his company. At that moment in time, he was the head of marketing for BP Chiquedans. This company is a German multinational, and in Spain they had Tempo, facial tissues, and also they carried napkins with Moltex. So he hired me, and I went there, started working from assistant, product manager, all the way up to junior, product manager, junior, and then senior. And I was a senior product manager. A headhunter came to see me and offered a job in the next career, which is RD Reynolds. I started running the licensing part as a marketing manager of the Camel brand. And then from there, I became the director of the licensing office, WBI, that was the licensing arm of RD Reynolds. After that, I was moved to Winston, this time cigarettes. By the way, I never smoke, so that was a challenge. And I was running Winston. At that moment in time, Winston in Spain was the largest cigarette brand. And from there, they moved me into sales. So I was running a small group of sales executives in Madrid, and I had my first child. So from there, another headhunter came to see me and offered me the job of the general manager position in Spain and Portugal for Warner Bros. Consumer Products. And I moved to Warner, and 2 years after, I had my second child. The first day I go back from my maternity leave, and I'm telling you that for women, a future, for your future, the first day I go back from my maternity leave, he offered me the job of running Southern Europe. So the week after, I said yes, of course, why not? The week after, I went to Milan with him. He was English, based in the UK, and he introduced me to the team. And on the way back to Malpensa, to the airport, in 1 hour drive, he just offered to me a folder, 2 pages. He said, "This is Italian office. do whatever you want with the office, with the team, but you know what? Get growth. Just make this happen. So that's what I did. I changed the whole office in a couple of years, very demanding, going back and forth. But you know, apparently I did it well, because when this guy, the UK guy, left the company, running Europe, another guy came on. He was also left the company, and then the position, the European position, the one that I have now, remained open for a couple of months. And I never applied for the job because I never wanted to move to the UK. And the reason I never wanted to move to the UK because my mother, that she died 3 years ago, she had a kidney disease, so she was a chronic disease, and she was connected to a dialysis machine. So I have 2 kids, and I said, you know what? The job is not for me. They offered me the job, and I said to my boss, you know what? I will love it, but you know what? I'm not going to move to London because I can't. So my boss, Americans, they're really pragmatic, and at the end of the day, what counts is the delivery of the revenues and the growth of your division says, you know what, why don't you try it? They'll try. And if it doesn't work, don't worry, go back to your previous job. And believe me, I've been doing this job now for 10 years, and it does work. So personal decisions are really important. That's something you will see later. Okay, this is my current job, and then on top of that, I sit in several boards. Profit and non-profit. Profit, this is the Everest. Everest, it's a Spanish company that is the Accenture, you know, of this world. Accenture is one of their competitors, and they have 10,000 people. Here I sit also on the audit committee. Another stretch for my comfort zone, I will see later, because I know nothing about, you know, audits. But you know what? I'm learning, so it's very interesting. And I'm also part of the IE University Board, which I'm very proud of. And I really thank you, Santiago, and also Diego, and the director. It's an honor for me. And I'm also part of the American Chamber of Commerce, and I sit on the Women in Leadership Executive, promoting women advancement in you know, senior positions. It's non-profit, of course. So that's what I do. And what I would like to do now is what I have found, you know, along my career path from a professional and personal point of view. A couple of reflections. The world and your world is a playing field. And that's something you have to have in the back of your mind. You can work wherever you want to work geographically. But it's complex, uncertain, volatile, dynamic because of the new technologies, hyper-competitive, unconnected and interdependent. So that's what it shows is a global marketplace with different cultures, different consumers, and different mindsets and different values. But let me tell you, it's fascinating. You know, when I sit down with my team and I sit down with, you know, people from 50 countries, I feel like it's, for me it's a privilege. But let me tell you, I know all the Jewish holidays now. I know where to wear if I go to Dubai, trousers, cover your arms. I know what to eat, workstation, food station have to be separate from the rest. And I know the way of living, and it's something very relevant. I know the UK half term, the French half term, where my general managers, women, 2 of them, have, you know, their kids with them. So I know that I have to stay away from that. But again, this is very important. So what I think is a fascinating world and is full of opportunities. And that I'm very sure about. No matter where you are, you know, this is a very important factor. And what's more important for me is going to be yours to shape. So I'm going to take you through 15 principles that at the end of the day you will see is common sense. But to me, help me to navigate through this career path of my professional, you know, life. The first one is English is a must. And that's something that is critical. It's a critical skill. And believe me, you are Spanish, fantastic, and you get Chinese and other languages, you know, great. But English is paramount. Second thing, diversity. Very important to value different, you know, cultures. But also what I think is more important is to be comfortable, you know, with different views and different people around you. Hard work, hard work, hard work. What can I tell you? You know, this is what it counts. If we don't work and we don't make things happen, forget it. And you have to work from day one. Whenever you can, you have to do your best and a little bit more if you can. And passion and energy. You know, people that are laid back in the corporate world that I live in, and even in my in the school that my kids go, you know, don't succeed. It's all about showing the right commitment, the right engagement, the right energy, and you know, the passion of, you know, for what you do. Engage and connect. One of the things that makes a difference is networking, and you can find your own way. You can choose a social, you know, life, I mean, network. You can choose the internet. You can choose your face-to-face interaction, but you have to reach out. Because you have to be with other people that can help you grow as a person, from a personal and professional point of view. Digital saving, for you, those of you that are starting today, should be easy because you are digital natives. For me, that when I was born, there was no PCs around me. It's been a challenge, but let me tell you, that's how I work now. I have WebEx with the States at night. Their, you know, new system from Cisco. I got my BlackBerry, Skype, video conference calls, and in my company, e-rooms, you know, on the cloud. I mean, you name it. A lot of things that I use, but for you, it's something that you'll be very familiar with. Entrepreneurial mindset. You know, think differently, and apply that to your personal life and also to your professional life. You know, I failed many times, and believe me, the things that make me or kept me going was trying the same thing again, going around it in a different way. But it's very important that you are innovative and you embrace innovation on how you behave, what you do, and what you want to, the company want to work for. Forward thinking, positive. Another key point and reflection. We are surrounded by very negative noise. No matter where you go. I just arrived yesterday from Milan, and Dubai last week, very positive, but still negative around because they are looking at Europe. You are going to find people complaining, people moaning, you know, and recession mostly everywhere. So all I want you to let you know is that there are opportunities, and what is very important is to see, to be optimistic, to see the glass half full, not half empty. And it will help you navigate in the right direction, in the right way. Be proactive. Listen, you have to you have to chart your own path, because no one's going to come and do it for you. So just go out there and do whatever you want to do, but do it. Don't wait for people to come and offer you a job or offer you an opportunity. You know, be available, be visible. Personal balance. I do believe that in life, and that's my personal philosophy, is not all about the professional life. It's about your satisfaction. It's about, you know, the happiness. And I do believe that it's very important to nurture and keep your professional life, but also to nurture and keep your personal life. You know, in life, people that are successful, you know, professionally, usually are successful personally. And it's something you need to take into consideration moving forward. Do the right thing. It's about values. Demonstrate integrity. Really important in the world we live in. And, you know, speak up. Don't be afraid to confront issues. And also bring out the best in people. It might be your family, it might be your colleagues, it might be your company, it might be the students at the university. Be innovative and explore new ideas. Again, we touched upon this point before. And believe in yourself. Believe me, when I started running the region, I felt my self-esteem, EMEA, was down to here. And the first time that I have to go to London and sit down in front of, you know, double-digit number of my staff and speak to them and address them, I was trembling. I saw myself as being very different. English is my second language, as you can tell by my accent. I'm a woman. I was a mother. I was Spanish. And believe me, before me, there were all Anglo-Saxon people, men, and people that came from the UK and the States mainly. But listen, went there, did it, and you know what? I expanded my comfort zone. Now, it became part of my new comfort zone, and I have increased, my level of self-esteem, I have to let you know, and things work much better. But it's scary. It's not easy. And this is another very important point. Embrace and drive positive change. Listen, change is here to stay. And probably it will become even more difficult, more unpredictable, the world we live in, and probably your career path. Like it was mine in a different context, very unconventional. But if you get the right tools and you embrace change in a positive way, you will succeed. And do something that brings you satisfaction, something that you love doing, because you know what? You're going to spend most of your life working in a different way. Or studying, which is a great luxury now, but it's another way of working somehow. So do something that you love and you love doing. And let me tell you that when I moved from my science or scientific career into the corporate world, my parents freaked out. They said, you know what, how come are you going to throw away 7 years of education just to become an assistant product manager of nappies and facial tissue? Are you crazy? But you know what, I did the right thing because I wasn't satisfied. It wasn't for me. I made a mistake. Working. I didn't make a mistake studying biochemistry, let me tell you, because I have a different interpretation of the world which I wouldn't have without biochemistry. But what I'm very satisfied about is that I had the guts and I went to the right place that made me, change in my career path. So all I'm saying to you is don't do things that don't bring you satisfaction. Do things that you're going to grow with them, but also that you're passionate about. And the one thing is that your decisions, your choices, will shape out your lives and your careers. So it's extremely important that you do whatever you feel is the right thing for you. So with that, I want you to leave today with 4 things, just wrapping up. The first thing, do the right thing. Pursue your passions in your career. Do what you love to do. Become global citizens. You are very privileged because students that you stay here, you're going to get a really cosmopolitan education. Cosmopolitan in the sense, not gossip girl, but in the sense, you can go around in a very sophisticated way everywhere you want to go. And also, think big. Believe me, the sky is the limit. Embrace your dreams. And now you're in the right moment. And possible where you are today, will give you the best possible undergraduate education. Because if you notice, my findings, my reflections, my principles are very similar to what is in the leaflet that the IE have given you and why you made this decision. You are surrounded by international colleagues. You're going to learn a lot about them. And you're going to embrace change in a different way and do something that you like. So wherever you go, whatever path you follow, you will be very well prepared for this, your premium stimulating education that you will receive here. So all I want to say, and I want to end up with, is maximize this amazing opportunity to the fullest. I know the personal effort you make, parents, families, students, to be here today and to start this class. So listen, get the best out of you. Work hard. And I just wanted to leave you with this, which is enjoy the journey. Thank you.